Hey, I think she knows it, but I'ma show it off. Hey, she playing cool now, but these my rules now. Don't play it off. So shimmy yeah. We could unwind if you just let me. Shimmy yeah. Bump it and grind, let's go the way. Shimmy yeah. Drinks in the air now, dance this moment. Shimmy yeah. Tropical vibes are taking over.
Hello ladies and gents, welcome to a new video. Now this one's a bit different because we're talking about a used car behind me. Now behind me is the 2019, that was December, but it's 2020 model year Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus. Now this is a sort of a friend who has a rent-a-car, and this car is already 4 years in the fleet. He's about to sell it. So first time I'm doing a used car review because I wanted to show the Tesla that's 4 years old, how it holds and how it looks. Because this was a rent-a-car, we know rent-a-cars always are a bit mistreated by the quick users. So this was a rent-a-car and also like a test car, or more like a demo for Tesla before Tesla came to Croatia, at least. I think they came in late 2020, but this car was imported just before that. So let's check this car, see the exterior, interior, and I'm going to tell you what the owner is asking for if you're interested in the end to get this car used. So without further ado, let's just jump into the used car review. Okay, here's the Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus model year 2020. And this is the rear wheel drive, so around 300 horsepower. This was the free black color at a time. They've switched to white color later. And this is the legacy Model 3, so you can see the chrome around the windows, door handles, side repeaters. And Standard Range in Europe didn't have fog lights. They actually had them earlier in 2018-19. They removed them, so this one has a black. It kind of blends in with the color. And as you can see, LED headlights with no matrix. Now, asking price 4 years ago for this car was 46,000 euros, 300-ish. That would be a little bit more if you adjust for the inflation today. Now, the owner's asking almost 37,000 euros. I'm gonna link the technical details in the video, and I'm gonna link the ad if you're in Croatia, if you're interested in purchasing this car, or the link to the list of this car. Now, I would say for this age and kilometers, roughly, this will be minimum 25K if you ask me, looking at the used market. But I think the owner is, not fixed at that price, but you can call him if you're interested in the car. Now, let's check out the beautiful Model 3 and how it holds up. Now, again, rent-a-car, they're mistreated sometimes, but we're gonna see how this car holds up. So let's come to the front. Check out the base headlights. I love the design, but you can see there's no lens, so these are just projectors. These three are main projectors, and then these two are the long beam. You have the daytime running light on the top. Black color is very sensitive to scratching, to swirls, and so on. As you can see, fog lights are removed. Now, this one does have the USS, or ultrasonic parking sensors. And I know that black cars are prone to getting chip stones. This is actually not that bad. This car wasn't driven too much on the highway. It was more for like a test ride, showcasing Tesla here in Zagreb and Split. This is Sentry on, and occasional highway when it was rented. Now let's move to the side. There is some here minor scratch. This has full insurance, and it's going to get repainted at the end of the year. As you can see, I've heard this, that the first paint was really thin paint coating, and you can see how thin it is. This is really thin. But this is going to get fixed, so if you're looking at a car, don't worry about it. Now these were the original hubcaps. I'm sorry, there's a soccer game in the background. I didn't have time to wait for them to finish. Back to the video. So these alloys are slightly changed, but the hubcaps were different. These were the original ones. I've actually used some touch-up paint. These are prone to scratches, curb rash, because this alloy is extended here. When the tire bends, it actually sticks out and in when you're going into the bends. So this is, I guess, like a reinforcement for that. You can see Tesla Brembo calipers. Now 50,000 kilometers, these disc brakes are basically like new. Now there were some suspension things that were changed in the warranty. I would advise you to check your Tesla before your warranty expires. That's the basic car warranty. That's 4 years or 80,000 kilometers on the whole car. And then this standard range has 8 years on the battery or 160,000 kilometers for the drivetrain and the battery. The drivetrain includes the electric motor. Again, on the rear on this car. Now you can see the side repeater cameras are, this is the first one. You're gonna see inside a little bit different than mine. So it has the chrome here and a Tesla logo. That was the original, then they've blackened it out. And you can see the chrome around the windows. It really looks elegant on black and gray models. Chrome handles. These are the original wipers. Later they got this additional washer nozzle. There are washer nozzles on the wipers. Check this out, double laminated windshield and panel roof. So you have the 3 cameras on the top. So this is a 2.5 autopilot computer. Mine has, in 2021, the 3.0. You can see the cameras there as well. So these are single glazed front and rear. In 2021, they've added in the refresh double glazing. So yeah, you can see a little bit here. This would require a little bit of polishing. People reach out with their fingernails and scratch the car a little bit, but the car looks really great. The black exterior color kind of hides the panel gaps. Although I would say these panel gaps are really not that bad. What I've saw, these panel gaps are quite okay, and this is a made in USA car. So this is made in Fremont. Now, you can see the tint is here, then the gradient, so there's no tint on the back, still up to date. There's no tint. Now there is a, let me just unlock the car. So there is a charge port. You can see European CCS 2, so 11 kilowatts for AC, and then DC is 170 kilowatts max on this standard range model. You can see the car from the rear. Now I have the same taillights. They've kind of changed the long turn signal later, and then later after that this became also the stoplight. So in this one the stoplight is here and this is always illuminated. And let me show you here you can see minor scratches. So the car could use some polishing, but then the clear coat is so thin, the owner, I guess, didn't want to do that until he decides to actually sell the car. You can see cargo space is the same, a little more than 500 liters of cargo space. But the early Model 3, as you can see here, manual closing, there is emergency latch opening. If your child gets inside, you can unlock the car. So no powered cargo door or tailgate, and no button. Now my car, this kind of was mismatched from the day one. Kind of started banging with this here. It's currently in the bodywork, so this is why I got this car as a loaner, so to speak. You can see the rear camera. Now, just going around, there is a slight dent that could be fixed right there, but nothing major. This one was rashed really bad. Again, you know, just a little touch of paint and you don't really see it, but trust me, it's just poor design. Now, let's get inside and check the interior. Before we do that, just to show you the front space. Open. Now, what's great about this car, you can just in the app give someone access and then he sees it, or I see it as my car, so I can remotely turn on the AC and so on and use all the benefits of a Tesla. So design here is same as on mine. There are a few things that they've added, some kind of rubber details are there, and this is a bit different than mine. This has been, excuse me, this is the original. So Tesla would add a carpet here, but only in the long range. So this is the standard range. The winch is here. Opening button is there. Now this is a cool feature that the early models had. This is like grocery hooks. So that was quite nice and practical. Washer fluid is here. Now this car doesn't have the heat pump. This is the heat exchanger. It is a little bit less efficient than the heat pump. You can hear this one closes differently. So this car has slightly less range in winter, but today in Europe we have mild winters, at least here in Croatia. So not a big deal, especially if you're in Dalmatia, living on the coast. As you can see, they're holding up pretty well. Now you can pull here to access the cargo, and the back here is a bit different. So you can see that on the back is not a speaker. That was the actually exhaust. When you slam, you can see actually this is closed. Early models had this opened. Okay, now the reason for that early models was when you slam, the air needs to exit or something like that. You can see that, so that's been changed. Now, you might have noticed the owner has put the original Tesla sunshade that's in black, and actually it works pretty well, to be honest, because it was super hot today and like plus 30 Celsius degrees, and it was pretty okay in the car. Yeah, also having a black car, it's a sun magnet. Because this doesn't have a heat pump, it's actually good in the winter that it's black, so it soaks in the sun if it's a sunny day. In the winter, and it kind of warms the interior a little bit, which helps warm the battery as well. So that will help you a little bit regarding the range. Now, the owner got these all-weather floor mats. I'm not sure if these were Teslas or an aftermarket. I'd say probably an aftermarket. But see, it's so hot, I'm sweating, but don't worry, this will just dry off. Now, you can see that's the same. There's this extra headrest. A close up on that back thing I was trying to explain. It's metal. And yeah, it's actually pretty nice inside. You have these hooks, and you know, you had the lights here. First time I saw these, I thought these were USB-Cs, but they're not. These are just like either temperature sensors or just some sort of vents for the LED lights that are pressable. You can turn them on or off. And on the bottom here, we have the AC and 2 USB-As. This is just before they switch to C, which I have. Excuse me. And leather pockets. So this is more or less the same. You can see the front. Now the front, you can see different middle part here on the middle bridge. Now let's get on the front and check out the front. So actually, wait. I want it to be detailed. Just wanted to show you the closing sound. Let's get closer to the door. sounds quite similar to mine. Yeah, poor. In the Highland, they really fixed it. So the owner of this car is planning to get the Highland, of course, to add it to his fleet. But yeah, okay, so front door. So as you can see, the front door, same as on the back. Later, Tesla in 2021 added a wooden piece here. So that's different. And then again, leather at the bottom. So this is leather, see, not plastic. It's soft touch padded. They obviously decided to cut down on that area and invest in some other parts. You can see the bottom speaker. Also, they've changed the design. And the original Model 3 had the aluminum doorstep in silver. Kind of sticks out here. So just maybe put some 3M tape here. Just take that back. You can see here, this one's, I think, made in Fremont, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I've noticed that the dead pedal or the rest pedal is different than on mine. It looks quite better. Actually, this is rubberized as well. And seats. Well, this seat, I think the bottom part, you can see this one's more shiny, this is more matte, has been changed. So I've heard, some seats, the foam just break down, probably when you have rent-a-car. But from other owners, I've heard they just held up nicely. But this was replaced without any questions asked because the car has all-inclusive warranty. Again, 4 years or 80,000 kilometers. So this car is still in warranty until December when it was purchased 4 years ago. As you can see, lumbar support, they've changed the design slightly of these. The passenger seat has a lumbar, so in 2021 it still had it, and then 2022 it was removed when they added the Ryzen. So this has the Intel processor inside the CPU. Okay, let's jump inside. There's some pesky Chinese mosquitoes that really sting hard. Okay, jumping inside, let's hear the closing sound. I wanted to say that it sounds poor, but it sounds actually solid. Yeah, let's zoom out. Now, here's the front. Not a lot has changed in the refresh, besides adding the wood and changing this one. Now, this steering wheel has been replaced, and I can tell because I saw this car when it was new. So it had real leather, but it worn out, and they replaced it for free in warranty by this artificial leather. I have the same one. It's nice and smooth, but after many kilometers, let's say 100,000, it's still gonna worn out, and you'll have to replace it. But it is what it is. Now, as you can see, these, so the interior, everything here, the doors is hold up nicely, after 4 years for a rent-a-car. The seats look amazing. So these are the original seats. The leather is the same, and they're just nice and firm. These are really comfortable because the car is lighter than the long-range models. For example, it's much better, although the suspension is really rough. I think they've slightly improved it in the 2021, but the Highland now has a great suspension, and you can add Koni adaptive or frequency sound dampening, or Koni FSD, and then those are a major difference. So this car would be super smooth if you upgrade the suspension. As you can see, the Sentry probably recorded me when I was filming. And what's great about the Tesla here, that it had all the new software updates. So it didn't get the Matrix, and it didn't get the chimp for the green light, but everything else is here new. You have the outside temperature. This is a satellite view, supercharger network view, so live traffic data and so on. Now, you have all the apps, so everything is here. Only the cameras. This is the again, first generation of the cameras, the color match here is slightly different from the rear camera. In the software update in my model 2021, they've matched those. In this one, not sure why, it has a little bit more like a yellow tone. I'm not sure if someone enabled reduce blue light. It didn't, so let me see now. Excuse me. Still looks the same, but it's still a decent camera for 2020 model year car. It's a very nice sharp resolution, and this car doesn't have the boom box, so when you're reversing there's no sound. I kind of like that, but you know, I can delete that. So it still has a Sentry and all the good stuff. It also has the light show, just the trunk doesn't open. And software, you can see here 50,000 kilometers. So 2.5 computer, add additional vehicle information, excuse me, Intel Atom processor, low voltage type battery, so lead acid. Mine also has the lead acid battery, and the new one is have the lithium ion 12 volt battery. So this is not the main battery, this is the 12 volt battery, or the accumulator battery. As you can see here, 2.5 autopilot computer, so mine has 3.0. Premium speakers, no external amplifier. So that was the early standard range plus. It still has a good bass, but doesn't have the amplifier in the back. It was on the right side in the cargo area, and so you couldn't see it, but this one didn't have that. So everything else here, you know, it's the autopilots. I don't see. Let me just see something here. This wasn't enabled for some reason. Yeah, it doesn't have the green light chim for some reason. Standard range model didn't have the puddle lights. Actually, they're physically installed, I think, but it's just disabled by software. There is a way someone could potentially unlock that for you, but it is actually, you know, something you can do when you exit the warranty, let's say that way. So that's that. If I put to drive, the car sees a cone that doesn't exist. Okay, sometimes, you know, just thinks that the pillar might be a cone. Reverse, so you have these that create projection, and these are really not precise. I would always use the mirrors, but if I put a drive, you can see the mirrors go up, so both of the mirrors have auto dimming. This one has auto dimming. There's still a camera there, and look at this. The first model had a small, excuse me, the legacy model 3 had a small hazards button and the emergency button, so they've just put it all of this one became one piece for the hazard, and then you have the emergency on the screen there. And as you can see, this is the latest software update, so everything here is the same. So the standard range later on in 2021 got the LFP battery. This is the old battery, so you can see you have here daily that was switched from 90 to 80%, but it's not recommended to charge this car's battery all the way to the 100%, at least enough if you're not going to trip. It would be fine if you would charge to 95, as long as you don't charge to 100% and then leave your car. That's really bad for the battery. If you go immediately off with 100% and deplete it, then that's quite fine. So that is that. Yeah, okay, it doesn't matter. And let me see here, trips. So average consumption of this car is, actually, let me see here. So this is trip B. I don't see the total, but this is the 16 kilowatts of average consumption. I think that's what they was declared. Trip A since last charge, so I don't see the total. Let me just come here. So this is all the same. Yeah, that's that. So again, and then you have the you can now turn on the Wi-Fi and use it in your car when you're on. And I wanted to show you the excuse me, not that glove box. They added car wash here. That's nice. So it's the same. You had the USB. Wait. I thought there was a USB here. Wait. there's some stuff here, but I don't see a USB. Huh, I think, yeah, the original car, which is this one, I didn't show you this one, has a USB. Wait, this was magnetic. Okay, like that. This goes up, so this could be a wireless charger. It was an add-on, or you can just route cables through, like to be here. There's an opening down there. There's a USB here. So these are USB A's. As you can see, USB A. This is the original one. Here's the USB thumbstick, so for the Sentry. And get the little rubber carpet, a little light there. And yeah, these magnetic trays were looking nice, but you know, piano black, easily scratches. It's clean. You can see some scratches there. This is where you put your card or key card, or on the driver's side B pillar below the camera. And you can see the original cup holders. I like this rubber. They've changed it slightly in mine, but it's not adjustable. And then this one's really holding up great as well. Before they gave you this tray, later their option, you have a little light here and a little outlet. I mean, yeah, this is sort of like a review, but it's a used car. But altogether, I would say this has held quite well. Yeah, I've showed you the closing sound. So for a 4-year-old car, and what we say 27,000 euros at 4 years and 50,000 kilometers. 50,000 kilometers is not a lot for this car. The battery can do a lot more. So the driving part is really nice. It's lighter and drives really nice. So if you're not looking for really long range, this is still a great car for city driving, commuting, going to another city. It's just really great. And if you have a supercharger network, it is in park. Okay, it wasn't in park. What? I thought it was in park. But see, if you exit, it switches to park automatically. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the Tesla Model 3. Now, still great looking car, and you can see the lights are on now. How these look, and let me just show you the rear. So the car looks very similar to mine. Mine had minor improvements than the Highland. Still the same architecture, but they've changed the taillights and headlights design a little bit, and the bumpers. That's that. I'm gonna end it here. It is a little bit longer video, but it was the first used car review on the channel. So ladies and gents, that was the used Tesla, and I've passed 100,000 subscribers. This is the first video after doing that. Huge thanks to all of you who are subscribed to the channel, who've supported this channel for years now. I forgot, it was like 7 or 8 years. I'm gonna keep doing reviews, hopefully, in the future as well. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do used car reviews. I just wanted to help the owner of this car and just show you the Tesla, how it looks after 4 years. Mine's 3 years old, and it's holding up okay. There were some minor Tesla things, but altogether good. I will do a review of mine perhaps as well, just when I fix some of the things I had with the body and the rear cargo door. That's it. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Stay safe. Until next one, bye.